I just think Tom Herman, if it's Texas or LSU, if it was any other team in the Big 12, any other team, it's straight up LSU. But it's Texas.
Take Texas.
You take
Yeah,
Texas.
take Texas.
Texas, when at their prime, they're just as big as LSU or even bigger
Okay.
than LSU.
And all I'm saying is,
those guys winning,
all I'm saying is
you ain't got to
just for the
worry
sheer
about
fact-
the what ifs for the SEC. If you get Texas winning, they won't even care about what if for the SEC. You know,
You going to the playoff.
Yeah, you go to the playoffs. And that's all that matters. Then you find out for the bowl games.
Depends on how strong their schedule is.
You're right about that. I mean, but we'll see.
If they go undefeated, they going to the playoffs regardless of how
Can't go undefeated in Houston.
You know that.
I ain't gonna go undefeated in Texas. Playing TCU and Baylor every year.
Well, how is he gonna have success at LSU then if they can't even beat Alabama?
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. You saying the same thing we just said.
I just said Tom Herman beat Alabama as a coordinator.
Right.
As a coordinator, not as no head coach.
Well, he never got a chance to play him as a head coach.
I know, but you
But
saying
he get his opportunity if he go
you
down.
saying how he gonna
play
go
in the championship.
So
when he goes
what
to Texas.
school he got a better chance
can
of
play him
going
in the Tech,
undefeated at LSU or Texas?
Undefeated Texas.
Okay,
But I don't think you have to go undefeated to get in the playoff.
I would rather
at
play,
Texas you will.
You will, but not at LSU.
You go to Texas. I'd rather play a Nick Saban in a championship game than play him in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, but having to go, but going to a conference that makes you have to go undefeated just to even have a shot.
Hey, it's the Big
It's
12.
more difficult.
Well, you
than
just said
going
the
and competing.
competition ain't the same,
But think
so
about
it's
it.
of equal value.
How many losses Oklahoma had last year going to the Final Four?
What, one?
They one loss.
Yeah, one.
So you can still be a one-loss team in the Big 12 because regardless of what you want to say, the Big 12 is still one of the top 3 conferences in the game. Regardless how garbage they may look against each other, but they can still score points.
I see what you're saying.
So you can still get one loss if you're texting, say 3 years down the line, he finally has his
Depending on how it goes, yeah.
depending on how it goes. He can still have a one-loss season, win the Big 12. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
that would be a good season.
unless they have a championship game.
Like I said, it's going to
Then
take
you
a
can
little
get-
while.
Yeah, it might
Texas's talent right now is bleak.
But here's one thing too. Where did Charlie Strong come from?
Louisville.
Thank you,
Louisville.
Louisville doesn't have the hype train, that major offense that brings recruits to Texas. You get this man from Houston, and you see what he's doing with these boys. These Texas boys looking at him from Houston, the explosive offense, the dual threat quarterback, and putting up all these points. I just say, oh man, we want to go there because Charlie Strong didn't make anyone just jump out their seats from Louisville. Louisville still did good, but they didn't have the hype train. Tom Herman has the hype train. That
Louisville
might
got
be
that
the
hype
difference
train now.
in recruit. Well, and now beating coincidentally Louisville, now beating them, the hype train is huge now to go to Texas. So if he goes there, recruitment people might be like, oh, let's go to Texas. Let's
Yeah,
do
but they
that.
still
You never
they're still
know.
a high power offense. Even though Baylor's been going through their stuff, they still got to fight Baylor. They still got to fight Oklahoma.
Hey,
They still got to fight.
I'll take
That
that.
ain't
They'll fight
Alabama, though.
Alabama,
Yeah,
Auburn.
that's not Alabama.
Look,
Because those defenses in SC are crazy.
look.
man.
I say it one more time. When you got LSU, that's only LSU.
Right.
LSU has the number 2 per capita, which is per people.
Right.
They have the number 2 recruiting talent.
Yeah.
In all of the nation. LSU is the only school, the only big name school in Louisiana that receives most of their recruit. Now, some of them go somewhere else, blah, blah, blah,
right.
and that's fine. But I would take that over having to compete over 300 schools, even if the state is bigger. Even if he may take some people from Houston with him, he may take talent with him that he got from Houston, now that he in Texas. All that's cool, but I'm just stuck on that.
I hear you.
But you can recruit in other states too. Don't mean you can't pull people from Louisiana. Heck, Nick Saban do it all the time. I know it is Nick Saban.
Nick Saban do it. Nick Saban do it.
He can recruit from Florida.
Half Ohio,
he can recruit from wherever
Ohio
he
State
wants.
teams from Florida.
But the majority of his team,
Buckeyes.
majority of his team is gonna come from Texas. It just will.
Well, I mean, I got it. You say go to LSU if you had the
For
chance.
Tom, if I was Tom Herman,
he
that's what I
said
would
Texas,
pick.
and I say all my exes live in Texas. I'm gonna stick with Texas as well. So,
That's fine. We'll see. He probably gonna end up in Texas because Texas is gonna pay him whatever he want. They're gonna give him a blank check.
Shout out to Shay. That's an ex in Texas. I know. So.
I don't really have any exes in Texas. I just I felt like rhyming.
I plead the fifth
on
the show.
All right, well, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all, and we're gonna come back with some more word.